And it says something about the pace of business in Dubai and at the airport at the moment that another record month, well, it is another record month. Dubai Duty Free recording one all-time high again for August. They did it last month. I think they might have done it the month before. We are very pleased to be joined by a now regular visitor to announce these things, the Managing Director, Ramesh Cidambi. Ramesh, good morning.
Good morning, Brandy. Fantastic to be here.
How good is good, my friend?
Good is amazing. Now, when I was here on the 4th of August, I was going to say to you after the July results that can I book a slot for the 2nd of September? But I said it might be both arrogant and presumptuous. But we had an amazing August, 15% up on last year August, 10% up on the record August we had in 2018. And more than anything else, 9% up on the passenger numbers. So we had a really amazing month. And we have had, Brandy, 6 record months out of 8 this year. And if you include Ramadan, then it is 7 out of 8.
So as you've just pointed out there, you are outpacing the growth of passengers, 15% to 9%.
Yeah.
Do you point that out to Paul Griffiths? How does that conversation go?
I'm sure Paul is thrilled, that we are outpacing the passenger numbers. But more seriously, I think the success of Dubai Airport and bringing the passengers in is what helps Dubai Duty Free. Our job as Dubai Duty Free is to outpace the passenger growth, but it's important also note that Dubai Airport did 8.5 million passengers last month. And what I'm happy about is that even though the arriving passengers were more in August than departing passengers when compared to July of this year, we still did few million more in August than we did in July. In July, we did about 636 million and now 646 in August.
What's making the bulk of the difference? Is it getting more people to spend or is it getting people to spend more?
It's absolutely both. We got people to spend 6 dirhams more per passenger. Now, obviously, if you have 8.5 million passengers and each of them spend 6 dirhams more, it's a lot of money. Plus, we managed to get 0.5% more penetration with our departing passengers. So our departing passenger penetration was about 24%, and it was 0.5% more than last year, August. So it's a combination of both, Brandy. Getting people to spend more and a little bit more penetration.
Ticket prices are still holding high, though. What's your theory as to why people are willing to spend more?
I think it is the breadth of categories that we have. For example, perfumes, was up 18%, 13%. Gold was up 28% because gold prices were high. Tobacco was up 11%. Confectionery was up 70%. The luxury items were up, 10%. And the top 10 categories, Brandy, were up 15%. But I think people spend more money because we have the range. Our average transaction value in luxury, for example, is 8,000 dirhams per transaction. But equally, we have other things that we sell for much less.
Okay, let's talk about the confectionery. We will. But also, we have to. Because if you're talking about 15% up, 10% up, 12% up for other categories, 11% for tobacco, and then we talk about 69%.
Yeah. The 69% is driven by Dubai chocolate. We sold 26 million dirhams worth of it, 53 tons of it in August. So it's holding at about 4% of our total turnover. And that's really driving the confectionery category.
The last time you were in here, a month ago, you said controversially that those Dubai chocolate sales were beginning to plateau.
It is still the same as the previous month. In July, we did about 26 million. In August, we did about 26 million. The best ever month that we had with it was March. So it's not going up, but it's also not going down. It's remaining flat at a high level.
Is it still a trend, or is it now something that people will continue to buy because it is the Dubai souvenir, if you like? Has it reached fridge magnet status?
I think so, because I think the gifting component with it is very high. So a lot of people travel once a year, twice a year. And when they travel, they want the opportunity to buy something that is from Dubai. And Dubai chocolate is perfect for that.
You've talked about luxury sales a lot. You're about to open a couple more luxury boutiques.
Yes. We are opening Louis Vuitton end of this week. Fingers crossed. We have an inspection of the shop this morning. And we are opening the Cartier boutique end of this month. Cartier for the year, Brandy, is up 24%. Whereas the rest of the luxury are flat for the year. So we are very happy about that. And the Louis Vuitton boutique in Concourse A will give an opportunity for people using CA to shop in Louis Vuitton. So now we have a strong fashion offer in Concourse A with Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Chanel, Gucci, and Dior.
Who shops in those boutiques? What do you know about who shops there?
It's a mix. We have strong shopping from Indians, we have strong shopping from Chinese, strong shopping from Russians. In a day, we do about 250 transactions in these boutiques, so it's not a huge number of transactions, but because the average value is 8,000 dirhams a transaction, it contributes about 2 million dirhams a day to our business.
For those of us who aren't necessarily in the Cartier Love Bracelet market, unfortunately, she says, what about bringing in more mid-range retail, which at the moment is, you've got sneakers, you've got a few bits and pieces, but what about bringing in something mass like a Uniqlo?
I think the constraint really is space. If we had, for example, 300, 400 square meters of retail space, then we would definitely look at the mid-market segment. But our problem or our challenge is to maximize sales per square meter. And in the prime areas that we have, Brandy, luxury is what does best.
You've seen the highest growth in passengers who are travelling to the US.
Yeah.
Now, that is interesting. What's your theory?
In terms of spend, the Americas were 23% up and the US was up 28%. I think it's a combination of possibly some tariff impact. Maybe the cost of goods in the US is starting to climb up a bit. Maybe people are buying in anticipation of higher duties. And the US regulations allow you to take in a certain amount of items duty-free when you enter the country. So I think we have benefited with that.
We've got 3 more months, October, November, December, in the year.
Yeah.
September as well, because you've got this right. What are we going to see in that final third, do you think? Are you going to give me 4 more records?
We did a record November last year. We did a record December last year. So I'm cautiously optimistic about October, November, and December. I think we'll have a strong finish to the year. But whether we'll beat the November and December records or not, I don't know.
You didn't mention September there.
No, September has always been a sort of an in-between month, no? So it is the end of the summer and the winter travel hasn't kicked in yet, But if we do well in September, I'll be back here in the beginning of October.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you also for Finn, who has suggested the Dubai chocolate fridge magnet.
Yes.
The ultimate souvenir.
Yeah.
Ramesh Cidambi, Managing Director at Dubai Duty Free, in with yet another record.
And are we not remiss to mention a certain other thing available?
Yes.
Oh.
So we are very pleased to have the Labubu toys in our stores starting from Friday, the 22nd of August. Mona Alali, who's a senior VP for HR, she spotted it in China. Sharon bought it. Michael, who's a SVP for retail, he's selling it. We are very thrilled to have Labubu. This particular one costs 76 dirhams per toy. You can buy it in an airport. I won't name the airport, but down the road from us for 349 dirhams. You can buy it. You can buy it in a bookstore in Dubai, which I won't name, for 425 dirhams. So I encourage everyone to pick up the Labubu toy, and then as an accessory to the Labubu, buy a Louis Vuitton handbag.
Attach it to Ramesh. Always good to catch up with you. Business Breakfast.